Hey, what's up? It's Kit. Time for another video. Today, I'm going to show you something that I've learned a long time ago. The guy who taught me this has just passed away, and I thought that I would just continue the legacy and actually show you guys how to do it. I am using line that is thicker than what it is or what should be so that you guys could see. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, this channel talks about house and wise of fishing. We cover everything from big game, ultralight, everything in the middle, including fly fishing. And this, my friends, is my tapered leader. So I'm going to show you how I make it. All right, so this is 30-pound test. And if you're using, let's say, if you're fishing and you're using 8-pound tippet, you use 8 pounds for this. It gives you a perfect taper. It only has one knot. Very, very nice transition. Energy transfer is actually quite good. So yeah. All right. So first, you take a length of line. So let's say you need a 9-foot leader, and what you want to do is actually have about 3 arm spans for this. All right, and anyway, that's what I did. It's 3 arm spans for this, and what you need to do is actually find the center, and mine's here. So what you do to find the center is just take both ends, put them together. Now I made this kind of short because it actually takes a while to make. So I'm making this short just so that you guys could see it. But you start out with normally 3 arm spans if you want a 9-foot leader. All right, so you double up like this and you separate the ends. Okay, and what you do is just make a loop, and then as you twist, you pull. Very simple, and you do that until the very end. And what you need is consistent, and so there's pressure here. What you need is very consistent pressure and very consistent speed, as well as your twists. As it gets longer, it gets kind of difficult. That's part of it. Okay, so you twist it until you reach the very end. And this is why I made these pieces shorter, because it's kind of difficult to make a full length one. But I guarantee you could even do this in the field. It's quite easy. All you have to do is really just twist it. So yeah, it's a twisted leader, and because of this, I haven't been buying tapered leaders for years. This is all I use, and I've caught everything from flat species to blue water species with this. Okay, nearing the end, and you have to keep both ends separate. Okay, because if you don't, it's gonna be a mess right there. It's sometimes it gets really difficult. What I used to do before was actually do this in the I lived in a apartment building. I used to do this in the balcony, and then just kind of drop the ends on the side of the balcony. That way they hang and they're out of each other's way. Okay. And then when you reach the end, sometimes because of the twists, they're not as equal at the very end. That's fine. You just do an overhand, making sure that you actually get both ends like that. Tie that off. All right. And make that as tight as possible so that they don't get unruly. Cut that off. And guess what? You're gonna do it again. But this time what you need to do is take it in half, like so. Okay. And then you fold this in half. Okay. Like that. And that's the length you want right there. So just slide it off. Okay, so what you have now is a looped end, and at the end here is a tied end. What you want is to get 1/3 of this. So all you have to do is just kind of fold it into thirds like that. Okay. Okay, so I have 1/3 right there. Okay. Okay, let go of the end. So the loop is there. Okay, and then this is the other end. What I want is to advance it just a tad bit because we're gonna compress that. All right, so you get to this part here, and all you have to do is twist again. And what you want is you want this to twist on itself naturally, like that. See? Looks like it's one piece, and that's what you want. Again, try your best to separate this and make sure that the ends don't unravel. Okay, continue. I haven't done this in years, but looks like I still know how to do it. Okay. You could do this with fluorocarbon, but mono is actually better because fluorocarbon sinks and it's kind of stiff, so mono is actually really good for this. Right there. All right, so basically what you have is a 4-strand and then a 2-strand, and what you do is you loop to loop connection on this. This is a loop to loop connection to your fly line, and at the end of this is a single strand, so you have a 3-step taper. Now, how to deal with this? It's actually kind of easy. Just do 2 overhands or a double surgeon like that, okay, and try to make it so that it actually goes like that. Okay, now very important, wet this before you tighten. Okay, wet the whole knot. Okay, now you pull this part right here to snug it down like that. And then you take this end and then you snug it down as well, like so. And then again, snug this up. Okay, so you end up with a very clean knot. What I do is cut a bit. Very important step for me here, because what you want is this part to be really clean. So I wet this whole thing just to protect it, and then get a lighter, burn off the ends, and then tap it like that. That way you have a very clean knot. All right, so this only has one knot, and it's not load bearing. Okay, very, very strong, and this leader furls very, very well. I mean, it furls and unfurls really well. uh you know, so it turns over, flies really well. And the smallest I've gone is like 4 pound test for this. Good for salt water. I've caught milkfish using these, and this is just a short piece, but you could do this like up to 9 feet. Again, so the 3 feet for this, 3 feet for this, and then 3 feet for your leader, and or your tippet, and it works great. Anyway, so that's it. Very easy to make, relatively. After a while, you know, you could do this in the field really fast. I remember actually doing this like really, really fast while I was fishing for barramundi, and I managed to make a leader while I was on a phone call. So there we go. Very, very easy furled leader. Hope you learned something. If you have questions, drop it in the comment section. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.